everybody, welcome to the stream. We're doing a Saturday stream tonight, so let's talk about that for a minute. First of all, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff tonight. I've got a whole bunch of stuff planned. There's absolutely no way any of it can go wrong, I hope. So first, remember those clicker games from Tuesday? Well, we're going to be revisiting those. I've actually been playing those all week, and we're going to see how much progress I've made. And we're basically just going to compare and contrast to what it was like a week ago. And we're going to see how far these clicker games have come in that time, how much progress I've made. Second of all, Arcade Hamster, who is being completely awesome on YouTube and commenting and just giving me input and doing a whole bunch of awesome other stuff, has also made the fantastic decision to donate $10. Thank you so much, Arcade Hamster. I super duper appreciate it, and the rest of the Broken Cowbell crew definitely appreciates it too. As you can see, we're only $5 away from our webcam donation goal. Woo! So if we do get another $5 in donations, and probably even if we don't, I will be purchasing a webcam for this stream sometime in the near future. Oh, and Arcade Hamster is here too. They're in the chat. Awesome. They were talking about how they finally wanted to make a stream live. So they're here now. Welcome, Arcade Hamster. Alright. So tonight we've got, again, the clicker games. So let's get started on that. First off, we're going to go back to Crush Crush again. We're going to see how much progress I've made in Crush Crush. It's a lot. Like, it's surprising. These clicker games go fast when you're not playing them on stream constantly. So, bam. Okay, Crush Crush it is. So, there's a whole load of stuff going on. First of all, we maxed out Cassie and Mio. Like, I have been hard at work playing this game. We have $1 billion. Literally $1 billion and 800 million, I guess. We've got all these Basically, I have been working my ass off in this game. Not in real life, of course. Just in this game. And I have so much stuff that I'm just going to hit Prestige and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see how quickly we can make this go. And the game is on mute. I probably should have realized that. Oh, there we go. There's that classic Crush Crush music. So, as you can see, it's a lot faster. It's a lot faster now. So now we have to get to level 2 Suave. That will take approximately 2 seconds. And then we just hit a tone over and over. So, as we were talking about before with these clicker games, I don't really know how to, yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. Just, these games, like, this game in particular is entirely based around making it go faster and faster the longer you play it. So that there's literally just, it's a constant stream of new progress. And we're constantly getting more of these, which means that we have more time to do things. And we're constantly working on maxing out our hobbies. Like, before it took maybe half an hour. Not half an hour. It took like 15 minutes to unlock Mio. And now we have her within seconds. And we already have $7,000. And just bam. Like, there we go. We're already acquaintances with Cassie. So, the thing with this game is that it just goes so much faster the longer you play it, which I think is a really good idea, because normally clicker games are based around very slow incremental progress. And we've already unlocked Quill. I haven't reset this game in like 3 days. I've just been letting it run. Another thing with this game that we found out, or rather that I found out, is that if you just turn off the game and just let it and then just don't touch it, you can store up to a week's worth of progress in the background without ever touching this game. So Who would have thought? This actually is an idle game. I honestly didn't think it was for a while. Like, just... I mean... I didn't even know what to say about this. It just goes so quickly. It goes so quickly. It's ridiculous. Also, all of these gems, all of these diamonds that you see in the upper right corner, those are not... I didn't pay for those. Those were all based off of how much progress I've made in the game. So it's entirely possible to play this game without spending any money on it and still make a whole ton of progress. And seeing I've been playing this game for... I think my Steam time is locked at 5 hours, even though I know I've been playing it for longer than that. But... a lot of this game is going to be spent offline, so I'm kind of debating whether this game is actually good or not. I still am. It's fun, though. It's pretty fun. And now that we're going so fast that we can just make all of this progress in one sitting, it really feels like this game might actually have something to it. And that was my hunch before, on the previous Clicker Game stream that we did, that it would eventually get to a point where it just went very, very fast. Now we can gift her a fruits basket and go on a moonlight stroll. Bam. That's like, oh, we need, like, what, 4,000 more? Alright, I can do that. How about this notebook? That's way too expensive. How about these chocolates? In about 5 seconds, I can get you those chocolates. And we unlocked L! Like, so again, this game is all about really going super quickly once you've been playing it for long enough, so that you can just speed through all those early tiers and head straight for the end game as soon as you restart. And it's really interesting because the entire game is based around the prestige system. So instead of you work your butt off at the very beginning of the game, and then you just let it run for like hours and hours in the background. You don't even have to leave it running. Yeah. Arcade Hamster. For the YouTube crowd who will be inevitably watching this later. Wait, why do we have the chat open? What am I doing? I could just have the chat in the side of the window. Maybe. I have no idea. Is this even working? Who knows? Hello? Chat? You there? No. Okay. Well, guess that little pop-up isn't working anymore, but I will fix that for the next stream. I forgot that I installed that like a week ago. The chat plugin. So L, so if you're looking to play this game, something to remember is that you want to prestige often. You want to, you don't want to be playing this game for days and days and days, just playing it straight. This is an idle game. Tried and true. It's pretending to be a clicker game, but it's not. It's an idle game. And that means you're going to be spending most of your time playing this game, not playing this game, which seems counterintuitive. But yeah, so that's Crush Crush again. That's Crush Crush. So yeah, as you can see, a shit ton of progress was made. So much progress. It's actually kind of scary. Like if you go back to that first stream and you just watch, and you're just like, wow, you just completed an hour and a half of gameplay in literally about 5 minutes. 10 minutes. So next is Idling to Rule the Gods, which you might remember from before for being that game that was supposed to take 3 weeks to play all the way through to the end, which is like, whoa, what? That's a lot of time. So we're back. We've also made a ton of progress in this, but in different ways. Ah, yes. So again, Idling to Rule the Gods is an idle game, which means you're not supposed to play it all the time, and it doesn't seem like that. What the heck? I guess I left this on at a really bad spot because I had all of this stuff open, but nothing actually going. What was I doing? I'm making humans right now. Oh, damn it, phone. There it goes. My phone is leaving. That's the last time I allow my phone to go off during a stream, mark my words. Oh, the window's also broken. Fantastic. You know me. Always breaking windows. Nope. Come on. Come on, fix the window size. Really? We're not gonna... Okay, I don't know what to do now. I'm just gonna kind of... I'm just gonna kind of shrink this so that it's on stream. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, hold on. Abort. Okay, it's actually the whole window now. I don't know what that was about. Great. And oh, and we can finally turn the terrible music on. If I can remember where the options were. I probably can't. Settings, there we are. Aw, yeah. Okay. So, this game is very, very, very slow. It is so slow. This game is, like, ridiculously slow. So you see this list of gods, according to the FAQ that is included with this very game, defeating Tyrant Overlord Ball should take approximately a week. And apparently, the second goal that's listed in the FAQ is to defeat the final boss. I don't know what that's all about. What I do know is that this game is a bit janky. So, we're at the point where, in order to fight the high level enemies, you have to sit at this game for hours and hours, and it's sucky. I would honestly say that this is a pretty damn good idle game, just because it forces you to idle, and it doesn't reward you at all for micromanaging. You just have to turn it on and let it sit for hours on end, and then you come back to it after a long day, and you see how much progress you've made. That's it. That's everything this game has to offer, but it also doesn't pretend that it has anything to offer beyond that, which makes a lot of sense, because it doesn't. I hate the music so much. It's very out there. Oh, we have a new lucky ticket. What is it? The growth of all the pets you own is increased by 5. Arcade Hamster asks, how good of a game is it though? It's a game. It's very difficult to explain because you can't really judge it as a game. It's more of a simulator. You just let it run, and then it's like an incremental number simulator. You look at it and you see that your numbers have gone up. Then you click something that makes your numbers go up faster. And then occasionally you get to change your anime art style to a slightly different color and maybe a different outfit. Like, whoa. Really, that's all this game is. It's just you click on something to make you grow faster, and then you wait until you grow to the point where you can click something to make you grow faster again. It's impossible to judge for its gameplay because there is none. It's an idling game. And if you've never played an idle game and you don't know how fun they are, then I wouldn't recommend it. But if you already know what an idle game is, then great. That's fantastic. You can play idle games and they're fun sometimes. Basically, the point of this game is a game that you can leave running in the background. You basically just minimize the game, turn off all the sound, you let it run in AFK mode, and you do something else while you play it. The game is not meant to be sat and looked at for hours on end, which is what we were trying to do on stream, and it was super, super boring. It's just meant to be a distraction. Something that you can, do in between board meetings as somebody who works in an office. Like, this is not something that you play if you're an active person. This is something that you play if you're super hyper busy, but you still want to play games, so that you don't actually have to play games while you're playing your games, if that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't. There's a whole bunch of game mechanics, and none of them matter, which is probably a really good indication. For instance, you can make monuments based off of all of the stone and light and water, fish, tree, animal stuff you make. What that does is it adds a multiplier to your stats. That's it. That's all they do. If you build all of them, then you get a divinity generator. You know what you do with a divinity generator? You get infinite divinity, which you can spend to buy more creations to make more monuments. It's just every game mechanic just kind of loops back on itself, and the ultimate goal of the game is to just raise your stats as high as possible so you can click a button and watch a bar go down faster. I would recommend it as an idle game. I would not recommend it as anything else. It's as an idle game, it's probably one of the better ones out there, seeing how I'm still playing it after almost half a week and I haven't gotten bored and stopped checking up on it, similar to Crush Crush. But at least Crush Crush has gameplay. At least in Crush Crush, you have to manage your jobs and your hobbies. In this game, you have to click on a button, and then things happen. I have nothing to say about it. Seriously. So, we just beat a god that had one septillion attack and half a septillion in defense. And the next god that we have to fight has 100 septillion attack. And I'm going to have to use the prestige system 4 times in order to even get to that point. This is ridiculous. The scale is ridiculous. The numbers don't mean anything. It's just a number that has to be bigger than another number. And then those numbers just keep increasing. I guess a good comparison would actually be Cookie Clicker. It's very Cookie Clicker-esque in that you can micromanage in order to make sure that you're going as fast as you possibly can. But if you just let it sit and do its job, then it'll basically do the same thing. Just a tiny bit slower. And I'm still nowhere near fighting Tyrant Overlord Ball, so I have no fucking idea what the FAQ is talking about. I get it. Maybe 3 weeks from now we'll check up again and see if I've beaten Tyrant Overlord Ball. I sincerely doubt it. Because I need 500 Septon Decillion defense and at least 350,000 Septencillion attack. And if you look at his stats, he does a 500% damage critical attack every single time he attacks. So I'm going to have to be so over-leveled for this guy, it's not even funny. If I click on him, I instantly die. I instantly die. This game is completely bananas, and I'm going to leave as soon as I save. So, yeah, there's really nothing I can do to make that game interesting to play. The most I can do is probably show how much progress I've made in it over the past week. Similar to Crush Crush, but not really. Because at least Crush Crush, you get to look at pictures of cute girls while you play. In Idling to Rule the Gods, you get to look at pictures of very iffy anime art from the early 2000s while you play. And that's just no fun. So those are the first two games. We have Crush Crush and Idling to Rule the Gods, neither of which we're ever going to play on stream again. The best I can afford them is maybe, again, a 20-minute thing at the very beginning of the stream where we just go over how much progress I made. And that's basically it. Like, normally on stream, normally you'd think that they'd be the perfect thing to play on stream because you can just kind of put it up and just stream away and not have to worry about it. Oh, damn it, you're right. We didn't see the new girls I unlocked. I reset, though, so it'll take, like, a while to get back to the point where we see them again. I'm just gonna say who they are. There was a girl from the future. There was a girl who came from the future who is, for lack of a better term, she was very much a bitch. So she was even more tsundere than the actual tsundere character, which is very surprising because that was the entire point of the tsundere character. There was a bear, a literal bear, wearing, like, a grizzly bear, wearing a dress and makeup, which was apparently included as an April Fool's joke, and then they just never brought her, and they just kept her in the game as they kept making girls. They were like, whatever, it's funny. This is a comedy game now. There was a maid who was Southern? Was it a Southern maid? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like Scottish or Irish. It was some like very thick accented maid from Northern Europe. That's probably the best way to explain it. It was a very thick Northern European accent with who just showed up and decided to be our maid because you unlock her once you get $1 billion in the game, and then you can hire a maid to work at your mansion. I feel like with Crush Crest, there's a lot of background story that that is never told to you. Like, you're just kind of... I feel like it would be more interesting if you also got to, like, micromanage your own personality and, like, who you are and what you're doing with your life instead of just micromanaging what you're doing with the women. I don't know. It seems kind of weird. Yeah, those are the things that we've covered for today, at least in terms of idle games. Fortunately for everyone involved, there's more to this stream than idle games, and I'm going to pick something to play right now. So we have... I had something already, and now I can't remember what it is. That's really depressing. I had it like all set up beforehand. It was... I say as I desperately scroll through my Steam library. I honestly can't remember. This is so shameful. Seriously, what were we going to play on the stream? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. It's alright. I've got this. I can remember what it is. I promise. Fantasy Tales Online. That's what it is. Here we go. It's Fantasy Tales Online. Do you know what Fantasy Tales Online is? Neither do I. Let's play it. So I'm going to have to add a window capture for this. Ooh, that is loud. That is loud. Oh, and we're disconnected from the network. Fantastic. This is Fantasy Tales Online. I am not sure if you can see what's on screen right now. You might have to go full screen to see it. I can barely read it. This is very tiny font, even on my screen. So we're gonna... I've never played this before, first of all. Step 1, never played the game. This is a free-to-play MMORPG. And I took one look at it, said, wow, this looks shitty. Let's play it. Let's sign in through Steam. Okay. This actually, the art doesn't look too bad. I actually have to, like, squint to see what's happening. Oh, the game. The game isn't actually working. Great. Don't tell me. What is this? Alright. Well, you might not be able to see what's going on screen. I can't either, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna get to the point in this game where I can edit the settings. This is the first thing that appears. There's no title screen, there's nothing. It's just log in, choose your class, fuck you. We're going to be a brute. Not that you can see what any of the classes are. The classes are Medic, Brute, and Assassin. Alright, create character. Oh, you can still see my mouse. Hi. Okay, good. At least the stream hasn't frozen. It's just the window. Except... The game crashed. Oh, we're here. The game still isn't doing anything. How about this? Let's set it to full screen. Set it to full screen. And it's super loud, too. Let's go full screen. Holy balls. And let's see if it works. Ah! No. That's not what I wanted to appear. There is nothing! Great. Okay. Well, you know what that means. We're gonna have to do the old Twitch 1-2 and do monitor capture instead. Aw, yeah. And I have to manually log in now. I can't get this window to be any larger. The font is tiny. I can't change it. This is terrible. Wait. Oh, thank God. It actually... Whew. It actually blots out my password. I was half expecting it to not. Please. Username does not exist. You didn't ask for my username. Username does not exist. I'm sorry. Why is this game still so loud? I turned it so far down. Great. This username very much does exist, thank you. Fuck. So how's everyone doing tonight? Oh, here we go. Sign in through Steam, please. I don't know why you wouldn't let me before. Accept. Alright. To move, use the WASD keys or the mouse. Talk to Hugh for your first quest. Let's turn that master volume down. Am I the only one who can't read anything? This is too small for me. This is too small for me to read. And I'm actually looking at this huge 1080p monitor. Alright. I'm gonna have to boop. I'll be right back as soon as I figure out how to make this game actually work. So how about this? How about this? Let's try this. Let's lower the resolution. It looks exactly the same. I might not be able to play this. This is too small. This screen is too small, and it's not going to get any larger. Oh good. Oh good, the stream froze too. Lower the resolution, the image might be bigger. That doesn't change the fact that I can't read it. Like, the font is tiny on my own screen, so even if I made the window smaller and blew it up for this stream, it would still look like ass, and I wouldn't be able to read. Wow, what a bust. apparently there was a new raid and everything. Goodbye, Fantasy Tales Online. I won't miss you. Well, that's okay. Because I had some other ideas for what we could play. Of course, we're also now having internet issues. Because I made the foolish decision to do something internet intensive while also streaming. Oh boy. So many bad games tonight. What now? How about... Oh boy. I'm trying to think of a game. Because that was going to be my go-to game for the night and everything. That was going to be my go-to game. And it didn't work whatsoever. So the lesson here, everyone, the lesson here is that when you decide to stream a game, don't do what I do. Don't think that you understand how to make the game work on a stream and then try to run it and then it doesn't. Let's play Puzzle Kingdoms.